So I just made this video because I YouTubed how to put my bed together and I didn't see this exact video. So in case anybody else bought this bed off Amazon, here it is. So this is what I have done so far. I don't mind my knife. I don't have a screwdriver, so I'm using that for those little screws. You can tell it's not working that well because it's not as tight as it should be, but that part don't really matter. I mean, it's just like decoration. That part right there is. So the instructions break down to you like, this is what the bed is supposed to look like, right? And the instructions break down to you what the parts are, but you have to figure out, you know, what the parts look like, and then kind of lay them out like what I did over here, just because it's kind of easier to maneuver like that instead of just getting them out of the bag, right? So I got the first part down, so I haven't like gone too far without y'all. So this is the first part. I'm really just going by how the bed looks and how the instructions are kind of telling me. They got the numbers again, like I said. It just go along with, like, I can tell you the screws, the V2s, and all that crap right there. So, like, it just tell you what screws to use, which maneuver with the parts, especially the wood panel. You definitely got to, like, pay attention to the wood panels because they have a few different wood panels, just you can see. So I'm trying to figure it out as best I can because I just YouTubed it and I didn't see this particular bed. I saw one that was very, very similar, but his parts were metal and my parts are wooden. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. I started one side, so I'm gonna go ahead and start the other side so y'all can see how the first side was done. So the bed, the way it's supposed to go is like the curve of the bed is supposed to go upward. And the first piece of the curve part, which is gonna be, instead of just picking up this big old piece. The first piece, the curved part, I mean, is this right here, the side of the bed. And the curved piece goes to the top, right? And then the flat side goes to the bottom, as you can see, right? And everything, like, the stuff have tabs on it, so you can kind of tell that's the bottom side of it. So you just stick it. I just like to assemble the pieces like to each other and then start screwing each other, you know, screwing them all together. So that's the first piece. And then this is the big hook that's like at the very tip top. I'm using the bottom part, right? So the big hook goes at the top. It goes on top of this small piece like this. It goes on. These are the only pieces that look like this, right? So it just goes on top like that, and then you know you. I'm telling you, this bed like had me so frustrated trying to put it together. Once you lay it down flat. Okay. Oh. Down there, and then this part goes right. It goes to the top two pieces of the longest part with the, well, like the bed railing, right? So the top that's close to the headboard is going to be, you just line them up, like you just line the holes up. That's how it's gonna be, okay? I have no idea what I'm doing. It's just a vid. You're gonna be using the V2s, which is the short, fat screw that have the little, whatever this is to screw it in, right? So we put those two in. We're gonna just start with these two because so I placed all the bolts on top of the metal plank just to get them in position, and then I screwed them all in completely after I got them out. I don't know if they offer like refurbished beds, like maybe somebody got it and then sent it back and maybe they put all the nails back in the bag. They have a count of how many nails are supposed to be there, and I counted them, and some of them have like one extra. So that's a big plus, but you definitely gonna make sure you count the nails before you start assembling the bed, because that's the last thing you want to have, just a bunch of pieces together around the place when you could just have it all in the box until you get what you need. So right here, I'm screwing the bolts in, but I began to screw some of the bolts in completely and not all of them at the same. Well, you know, like I began to screw some of them in tighter than the others, so then I got one stuck. So just be very careful that you do not strip your bolts, because it'd be so hard to put your bed together if you ever have to take it down. It'd be hard to take it down too. You got to buy new screws or the extra mess. So just be careful. Yes, I am using a knife to put my screw in my bed and the fuck what.
Okay, like if you're gonna use a knife, like just make sure you're being super duper careful because it's easy to like. You probably need a screwdriver because it's sticking out pretty significantly. Like it's probably gonna irk me. But as long as I got the majority of the bed together, I know I can come back and put this part back in because it's not like it's in the middle of two parts that are very
gives
secure.
a
So I'm not
fuck?
really stressing over the piece. I'm just gonna tighten now that I have it wedged in between the top and the bottom board. I am just gonna tighten up the 6 bolts that are on this.
It kind of sound like I know what I'm talking about.
And that should just have it secure for the time being. You don't want the knife to, you lose control of the knife and cut your palm open or something. You ain't doing no sacrifices or nothing.
Hold up.
Okay, so that's that. Go ahead and tighten these pieces up a little bit while that piece is in the middle. Tighten them like to the point where I'm straining to tighten them. I'm just tightening them where it seems like, okay, it's like telling me, okay, it's good, I'm in it. I can't go no further.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead on and pause because I know it's a bitch out there ready to get on my neck about my hair. Bitch, fuck you.
And this is where the wood panels come. The wood panels, you can see over here, the wood panels are gonna go up under the bottom of this metal piece right here. I don't know if you can see it really well. I've had the bed for like a week, so I've had the instructions. I've actually had it for like 2 weeks, so I've had the instructions for a while. They just tucked away somewhere. So they're wrinkly, but
like your daddy did.
2. Now on 2, I had to pay attention because the wood pieces, they all look alike, right?
No, they damn don't. But you get it.
Not a little bit, but they just different in size, right? But you gotta pay attention to the holes. That's what they like show you on the
Fellas, pay attention to the holes.
The holes, not those. Like these, all the small holes, these go at the top, right? So these are gonna go at the top of whatever side you're doing. You just make sure that you're you know, not gluing it. You're nailing those at the top, right? So, and that piece, I'll name the pieces as I go. So
all right, I lied. I ain't know the names of the pieces. That's why I ain't tell y'all. So just move on past that part. All right.
Pieces. The longest one has 3 holes in it, and the shortest one only has 2 holes in it. Both of them have extra, like a whole lot of holes at the top, and that is the top of the wood panel, the one beside with all the holes, right? So you place it down in the places where it's supposed to be. And if I was, so you guys can see, I know you guys can't really see that. Oh, you can, like at the bottom of the, it'll be kind of better if I use this side. So right up under the bottom of the middle panel, the middle plank, whatever that is, you're gonna line your wood up. The first hole, you're gonna use the shortest piece of wood that you have, one of your shortest pieces of wood. Besides these are the really miniature pieces of wood. It's noticeable. You'll be able to tell that that's not the part that go in. But so this is the top part with all the holes.
Ain't gonna say it one more time. Don't worry about my head unless you finna pay for it.
With all the extra holes, and then this is the part that you screw in. One of these, they are V1s. So this is the large screw. This is the very extra large one, and you just line your wood up, right?
I really keep saying something because I didn't know it was looking like that. Sorry.
The first 2 panels are gonna line up with the first 2 holes right up under the middle plank, right? And then this long one that has 3 holes, and then these at the top. Put these at the top again, so flip it around, and then the 3 are gonna go in the inside of the bed, and you just line it up. And you gotta pay attention too, because one of the sides of the stick has a hole that's closer to the edge than the other side. Like as you can see, that one more than this one right here. This is the one that you're gonna put close to the other plank, right? Because they're gonna mesh together, and that's where the holes are. You'll see the holes when you do it. Okay, so this one in.
All right, so I'm getting tired of watching the video too, right? So I went on ahead and sped this part up. Again, don't say nothing about my cap unless you finna pay for it. I dropped the cash app if you need it, all right? So I'm just screwing these on in where they supposed to be at so I can go and get on in my bed. You know what I'm talking about? Stop sleeping on the floor. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm trying to pay attention to the instructions, but I really can't read because these ain't no real glasses. But you know, you get the point. I'm finna do it. I'm gonna show y'all the end product, so pay attention. All right, I had to go take a break real quick. Little break of it. So once you get it together, that's how it'll look. Don't mind my little plastic tape. I broke my phone mount. And give y'all a little side note about my mount. I slapped the guy with it and I broke it. So domestic violence is never the way. Just remember that, okay? And so I'm just using that for that. And this is what you use that piece for. Just drop them in. And place your little thing in the top. And just twirl it around. Super easy. So at the top, the V1, that is this really long piece right here. We're gonna start on this part right here, and you just place this piece there. You got them two left, right? And after you put these wood panels on, it's gonna be the last few pieces. I mean, the last two nail holes that you have left, because then you're gonna put another block here. And then at the very, very end right there, you're gonna put another block there. So I'll show y'all when I get there. So this is the Q pieces put together along with the L and K piece. So this piece is L. This first piece with the two, the shortest and the skinniest piece of wood, that is L. And then this piece is K, the longest piece with the 3 nails in it. And then this is the bottom, the last Q one that I was showing y'all in the last one. And that's the whole railing side put together. So we got 6 feet that apparently we are going to be putting on the bottom. So it looks like we're gonna be putting one here, and then one down there on the bottom one. So we'll only need 3 for this side once I get it figured out. Okay, so for this part, you're gonna need a screwdriver. Okay, and then it was at this particular time that I started to get frustrated with all my boyfriends that nobody had a screw, so I left them all. Now I'm single. Right. You're gonna use this screw to screw the feet on the bottom of it, right? Losing it. Okay, so you put the screw in the inside like that, and push it in, right? And then I'm definitely gonna need a screw to screw it in to this wood in the thing. So you don't actually put it inside of this stick of wood, you stick it inside of the black I mean, I'm steady touching the sticker that say stick me here, right? Oh, they actually label on this bed where you can screw it, right? So you screw it there, and then you screw another one here, and then you screw the next one down there, and they have a tag right there, as you can see. So let me figure out how I'm gonna put these screws on. I'll be right back. So this is where I am now. I was trying to put the feet where the tabs say they go. Please mind y'all business. I used a knife. Yes. This tab right here. I was trying to put the feet there, but disregard what I said at the beginning of the video when I said you didn't need a screwdriver, because for those. But see me, I'm an OG, triple OG. I'm gonna make shit happen. You hear me? Did you hit me? So since I can't do those, I'm just gonna place these here, and these go at the bottom. They go at the biggest end. I'm just gonna place these here. And I don't remember what we used the short bolts for. I think we used it for that panel right there. But these right here, sorry. These right here are what we're gonna use for those at the bottom. And of course you're gonna need this little tool here. All the big ones, you can use this tool, but you'll need just like a regular screwdriver. Okay, so this step, these right here, are gonna be these right here, right? And the inside of that. Pay attention, the game is to be sold, not told. Do you hear me? Is gonna go, and then you'll put 2 more of those short, fat bolts in right there. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna show y'all. So I was not able to find a screwdriver for the feet, So I used a knife. I used a steak knife and I also used a butter knife. I used the butter knife first and then finished off with the steak knife. So they're not like in there like super duper securely, but from the pressure of the bed, it's on there.
Hey, when I give a new boyfriend, we just can't rock the bed that hard, you know.
Bolts on, and I used the short, fat bolts. Those right there. I use those for the end headboard. You want to make sure that the thick leather pieces at the top, you'll be able to tell when you put it on. But it looks so good and it's so leveled out. So there's that. All right, so now I gotta do the headboard and I'll show y'all when I get finished with it. Boom. Oh, this is the head footboard. And I just put the ones that I put at the bottom. The ones that's at the bottom, we just put them at the top. And then we put the same 4 short bolts in. It's best to try to leave them like not all the way screwed in. Just put them all in, screw them just maybe 2 or 3 times around. Just so this bolt, just so the metal piece is not so tight on one side, because it'll be hard to get the nuts in, the bolt in on this side. And if it's like you put 2 at the top and you tighten them, it'll be hard to get them on. So just leave them like halfway screwed in until you get them all halfway screwed in, and then screw them all the way in. So I did that to both sides. And now we're gonna go for the headboard. So let's see how this goes. This is a finishing product of the bed, right? I got the headboard on. And on the sides, if your bed is the same type as mine, it just slides right down. So at the top, the headboard doesn't need any screws. Now, what I did have a problem with was doing it by myself and sliding it into both sides evenly. As you can see right here, this side, for some strange reason, is not like close enough to slide into it. But the top part and the other 2 parts are pretty secure in there, so I'm not really worried about it. I don't plan on shaking the headboard too hard.
Cause my boyfriend's over with it.
But, so the LED lights, I've kept the tape because I wanted it to stay up, but it just won't. So the LED lights got kind of confusing to me because I was like, what is this piece for right here? But this is literally just the, I guess it's like I forgot what it was called on the instructions, but it's the channel for the remote control for the lights. So it doesn't go into anything. This piece right here is the part that goes into each other. And they have like the little spiky pieces, right? And immediately when I plugged them together, the bed lights came straight on. So it worked very well. I put it right in front of a outlet, so I won't be too far from, just won't have a random string hanging out of my bed. Okay, so I'm going to show y'all the lights so y'all can see how the lights go, just in case y'all might want to get yourself one of these beds.
You can't come lay in mine, but
okay,
don't get you one.
There's the lights. This is the remote. So the remote has all these color settings on it, and it has all these different settings on it too. You can flash the lights, you can strobe the lights, you can fade the lights, you can smooth the lights out so where they go a little easier, right? And they also have this white light. The white light is my favorite. Is it doing it? Is that the white light? Let me see. Okay, so that's the blue. That's the blue. That's the white. And I know you're probably wondering, like, how did you not know that it was white? Because it still got a blue background like that. It looks like that in person, too. So, yeah. I'm going to I'm going to turn orange on. Okay, maybe I'm not going to turn the orange on.
Amazon, you better not have sent me no junkie. Oh,
I guess. Oh, there it is. I want to go. Oh. Okay, so maybe, okay, there it is. So I wanted to go orange. So my mood right now is orange. So that's what we're going with. I know it don't look orange. It look like pink coralish, but it's definitely orange. And they're fading out or whatever. I love the bed, guys. It's great. It took me maybe like 2 or 3 hours to put it together myself, only because these parts right here did take a little while. You're going to get a bag of all those plastic tools right there, and you'll be able to tell which parts go on which. The 2-sided parts go down the middle, and then the 1-sided parts go here on the end, so you can snap them into all those holes that we put at the top when we nail the wood to the side of the bed, okay? Well, once I get my mattress set in and all my covers and everything set up, I will definitely be posting a picture, but I'm going to go ahead and upload this video for anybody who's in need. like myself. All right, thanks so much for watching, friends. Have a good one. Peace.